make a film for BNI, especially for our chapter Dolomite.
Yes.
I have a little present for you.
Huh?
It's a little booklet about our chapter. Each
Excellent.
page includes one member with her or his picture,
Yes.
presenting her or their business.
Well, thank you, and thank you to the chapter.
Mr. Misner, if you have only 3 suggestions for a person to create more business,
Yes.
what would they be?
I think first and foremost, in creating business in BNI,
Yes.
it's about educating members how to refer you. That's the key. You got to teach people how to refer you. You got to teach your referral partners about your business. So the more specific you can be, the better. The other thing is to understand that one of the strengths of BNI
Yes.
is that most of the members are friends. One of the weaknesses of BNI is that most of the members are friends.
Yes.
And friends don't like to hold friends accountable. And you have to have discipline and accountability in a network in order to have success.
I understand.
So if you
this,
want
yes.
a successful chapter, you have to have that discipline and accountability in the chapter. And I would say the third thing would it probably be having fun. The chapters, you got to have fun. I think culture eats strategy
Yes.
for breakfast.
What do you think is the most important quality or attitude inside the chapter, between the people?
Well, I think attitude is it, a positive attitude. I believe that that's one of the most important things in the selection of new members. You want to look for people who have a positive, supportive attitude.
Yes.
I can teach people how to network. I can't teach them to have a positive attitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, please clap all your hands for a really warm welcome for our founder, Mr. Dr.Ivan Misner.
That is definitely the most impressive introduction I have ever had. If you want to build a relationship with people, it's really important that you help those people. It's about building your social capital. Now, social capital is actually a little similar to financial capital. You have to put money in the bank before you withdraw money from the bank. The bank doesn't like it when you take out more money than you put in. They have a problem with that. It's very important that you diversify your networks. And the reason for that is that if you bring in people into your group, into your cluster, who doesn't fit, they're different, they've got different contacts, they're from a different socioeconomic background, maybe from a different area, different education, there's a lot of differences about them. They are a connector to another cluster of people. Success is the uncommon application of common knowledge. Let me explain. In Masters of Success, we interviewed some really successful people. And we asked them, what's it take to be successful? And here's what they said. They said, well, it takes things like goals, passion, vision, systems, being able to deal with adversity. These are the kinds of themes that are involved in being successful. I said, okay, it's a good list. So I started asking BNI members, business people all around the world, what do you think it takes to be successful? And do you know what BNI members said? Goals, passion, vision, system, being able to deal with adversity. They give me the same list. Then why is it that we're not all as successful as we want to be? And I think the answer is that it's about the uncommon application of common knowledge. Networking. I did not invent networking. I didn't come up with a new idea. Networking has been around a long time. I had an uncommon application of an old idea. I had a lot of passion. I set some very specific goals. I created a system. I applied it consistently. I have college kids when I was teaching. They would come to me all the time and they'd say, Dr. Misner, what business should I get in right now? What's the business that I should start or get into that's kind of the latest, greatest kind of business? And I would always say to them, well, what do you love to do? And they'd say, no, I'm asking what business should I get into? And I say, yeah, okay, well, but what do you love to do? And they say, no, you're not listening to me. I said, no, you're not listening to me. What do you love to do? And here's the last thing. Last bit of advice for young people. Do 6 things 1,000 times. Don't do 1,000 things 6 times. I think you have to understand that learning is a journey, not a destination. It's something you're constantly working on. I've been doing BNI for almost 30 years. I still learn something new every week. Have you ever gotten a haircut over the phone? Coming to a BNI meeting is like that. You have to be present. You can't get a haircut over the phone. You can't be in BNI and not show up. I wish it would work, but it doesn't work. Can you tell me what's the most important thing to achieve success in business? Is there one thing in particular? It's hard to pick one thing, but if I were, this would be it. I think that motivation has got to be one of the key aspects of success in business. You've got to be motivated. You were motivated enough to take hours out of your time to be here tonight. Not everybody is. And a lot of people, they don't achieve any success, but it's because they're not motivated to do the hard work necessary. I think the secret to success without hard work is still a secret. Waldo Emerson once said, "What lies before us and behind us is nothing compared to what lies within us." What I love about BNI is that it takes the best that lies within us. It takes this philosophy of giver's gain. This idea that if I give you business, you'll give me business, and we'll all do better as a result of it. And ladies and gentlemen, I cannot think of a better way to do business into the next century. I thank you all very much for inviting me here today. Thank you.
Say some special words for our chapter, Dolomit. It's
Absolutely.
a big chapter in Munich.
How many members do you have?
34.
Oh, that is a very good size. 34 members is a solid chapter. I think probably one of the most important things for any successful chapter is understanding that networking is more about farming than it is about hunting.
Yes.
It's about cultivating relationships with other people. Mm-hmm. The most important thing your group can do is to continue to go deep in developing those relationships with your fellow members. And the more you do that, the more successful your group will be.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And have a nice time in Bavaria.
I will. Thank you.